I'm going to cover a couple things that I forgot in my earlier video. Let me start off with a circuit for this crystal set. That is how these are named. There's no, this particular one, I drew an amplifier at the end of it. That's what Nikola Tesla did in his ghost circuit. If you search here on YouTube or throughout the net, you can find this. The actual physical, people will give you component values for each of those. This is an inductor, a very well inductance coil. You can change the number of microhenries in the coil. That's where these coils are made. They're usually tapped coils, wound copper. I wanted to make one, make a really large diameter coil and then make my own capacitor. Use some aluminum pieces that slide against each other. I want to make it, let me go back to the components. This is a diode, like a 1N34. I tried a pair of headphones on here and then hook it to an amplifier. So that's what Tesla did. And Tesla got some weird sounds that he could identify, and whether they're ghosts or just natural phenomenon. I think the world kind of really doesn't know exactly what Tesla. All he said was that it scared him, and I don't know how prevalent, how many times he actually tried to find ghosts with his circuit. Now, the other guy, Edison, had he had what's good ghost phone. I don't know exactly what it was. You can search it here on YouTube and figure out what. They're both pursuing the same thing in different, with different devices. But anyway, sometime I want to build one of the circuits that Tesla did, and maybe I'll follow Tesla's exact component values, and maybe something of my own design. I'm not quite sure yet. I've just been playing around with the idea for a long time. It's EVP of a sort, a little bit different because the normal traditional EVPs are with audio recordings. This is something slightly different, a completely different subject. Get back to Beatrice Eagley. She was my last subscriber, because it did very surprise me that she did subscribe to my channel, because she's a Schlager singer, and it's all in German. So I'm guessing that Beatrice Eagley probably does speak English. I've never heard her. She's got one song where she does have a few words in English, but you can learn just enough English to sing one song. Now, she did visit Australia. It's been 3 or 4 years ago, and she's got some songs dedicated to Australia. So it's hard to imagine a chick visiting an English-speaking country without speaking some English. And if you're interested in English-speaking guys, if you want to fly to the U.S. and do some collab video with me, let me know. We could go do that waterfall hike in White Tanks. If you search my videos for waterfall hike, you'll find the one that I did maybe 8 months, maybe a year ago. It's whenever I was out there. I've told that story. I haven't told it recently. Now, when I was a kid, I was with my parents. We had taken the waterfall hike, and for some weird reason, midway through the path, I had turned around. So I figured it's time for, I was born here in Arizona. I said, it's time for me to go do that hike. I went out there. I hiked all the way back. It's level ground. It's an easy hike. It's got concrete pavement. It's about a mile back there, and about a mile back to the waterfall hike, and a mile back to the parking lot where you park your vehicle and you walk from there. Now there's petroglyphs on the way. Now I intend to get back out there again. Probably get out there some cool summer morning. Get out there about 5, because the park does open about 5. Get out to it take about an hour to do the hike. Go back there and finish the hike and come back and get more of the petroglyphs, because there's some they're well marked. They got them barricaded off where you can't get real close to them, but you can get close enough to get video from them. There's park benches out there with the names of people that I guess they donated money to the park. It'll say loving memory of John Smith, or Jane Doe, or her. She will always be with us. There's a handful of park benches with people's names out there, people that had loved to visit the park out there. Or we could go do Squaw Peak. We could go hike Squaw Peak again. You'd want to get it like, if you come here to the valley, especially somebody that's not acclimatized to our heat. Now, right now, it's probably, our temperature's probably, I'm trying to convert to Celsius for you. Maybe 35 degrees Celsius, something like that. Now, our peak, this is going to shock a few Europeans, but it won't shock any of my fellow Arizonans. Our peak heat here it's been known to get to 122 degrees Fahrenheit here, the peak of summertime. Or for the people that speak Celsius, that's about 50 degrees Celsius. And I swear it has got that hot here. I've made videos I posted here on YouTube where I've been at, in a shady spot on a roof fixing an air conditioner. I have my thermometer out there and I say, look, it's got to 50 degrees Celsius. But as we like to say, it's a dry heat. Now maybe Beatrice Ely wants to come over here and we make an Urbex video or a Geisterjäger video. Now there's a couple places that, there's several places throughout Arizona we could do Geisterjäger videos. But there's a couple of hotels. There's there's 3 or 4 places in downtown Phoenix. One of them is the San Carlos. Quite a number of people have made ghost hunting videos from the San Carlos. Also, the Winnie Roost Stud House. That's not as well known. They don't. I think it's a real estate office now. It's not. They don't really want to have people associated with the Winnie Roost Stud event. Now I've covered it before. I'm not going to cover this in this video. Just say that she's long gone. The house is the current owners. Don't want people to remember that part of Arizona history. I've covered her before, and I'll cover her in a separate video. Because she died back quite a number of years ago. Because this happened back in the 1930s when all that happened. But anyway, there's another. It used to be the Westwood Ho. That's not along Central in downtown Phoenix. That's supposed to be haunted. Now it used to be a motel. Now it's a place for retired old guys. There's also another very, very famous place where we could do a Geisterjäger video. That motel up in Jerome, Arizona. Now Jerome is kind of a neat town in itself, but this place had been a hospital, and they turned it into a motel. And quite a number of people have done ghost hunt videos from that motel in Jerome. Now another place, as far as I know, no one else has done a ghost hunt video that out there by Yarnell, that we had 19 firefighters that died in that Yarnell fire. They had buried themselves. They'd put on some Mylar, put themselves in Mylar bags, covered themselves in earth, but it was just, the fire was just too intense, and it killed them all. Now that would be an interesting place. It's an open field. There's a monument out there. Because this had been 15, 20 years ago when it happened. Now, I don't think anybody's ever done an overnighter out there and actually look for ghosts. If somebody wanted to join up with me, yeah, we could do an overnighter Geisterjäger video from there. Another place is Vulture Mine. Now, quite a few people have done ghost hunt videos from Vulture Mine. Oh, Henry Wickenburg. Now, as the story goes, Henry Wickenburg, he became an American citizen, but he was a German-speaking guy. He founded the town of Wickenburg. As the story goes, people have done ghost hunt videos out there. They've got EVPs that are in German. So, we could go and do a Geisterjäger video from the Vulture Mine. That would be something that, lots of people have done ghost hunt videos up here. The whole state is full of ghost hunt videos. Or we could find some place to do an Urbex video. We could do the David Freiberger type stuff where we're hitting up old towns, old ghost towns that, some of the old gas stations.